This your girl CC with WIB Magazine, and I got my co-host on the line with me. Hey, Mickey Monday, how are you?
I'm doing good. See, how are you?
I'm doing good. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, happy Tuesday to you too.
Well, we have a special guest on the line. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Me and you chilling in my bedroom, babe, all alone, so we can get real freaky, babe. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Methrone, baby.
Woo! You know what that just did to me?
Just came in here and laid the vocals down smooth. That's
yeah.
Y'all respect it.
You know, that was one of my favorite songs back in the day. So
yeah.
I'm gonna go into it. What was the motivation behind that song?
You know what? I was hungry. That first of all, I was hungry. And that was actually one of the easiest songs to write because when I did the music, I felt it. You understand what I'm saying? It you know, and when I did the music, and I wrote it like in less than 30 minutes because everything was flowing. It was flowing. So, you know, it just felt good. You know, so it wasn't hard to write that one at all. You know, so it was. It came to me.
What you been up to? What you been doing?
You know what? I've been recording. Never stopped recording. You know, I went through some legal issues. Took a pause for the calls. You know, to take care of some legal issues with the music thing, record company, this and that, contract issues, and but got that taken care of, and I'm back recording and putting out my CDs and doing my independent thing right now.
Okay.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So being in the industry for as long as you have, do you have any like interesting stories that you could share with us or some things? Because I mean, I know you got a song with Yin Yang Twins, and they some wild dudes. So
oh man, Yang Twins, yeah, them were boys there, man. You know, I did a show with them, and but it was wild. We had some fun, but it was interesting recording with them, man. You know what I'm saying? It was fun in the studio. Went in, laid the track, and they was just just easy to work with. You know what I'm saying? Everything just went smooth, and we was on that hand. They like the yak, I like the yak, so that everything just blended in well.
I feel it. The vibe is right, the music's right, everything's
yes,
good.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So I was in ATL then. I'm out of Florida right now, okay. And I was in ATL, and and man, it was lovely. It was lovely.
Oh yeah.
And they still be doing their thing here in ATL too.
I know. I know. Yeah. I miss it. I'm so thinking about coming back. So we'll see what happens.
We here. Come on back to the So what's the next big move for you?
Well, right now I'm back in the studio. I'm recording a new project and getting ready to release. Hopefully by the top of next year, I'll be ready to release. A new CD, new video, and just been doing my shows, writing, producing, singing, and still doing my thing. Baby.
Awesome. Well, congratulations.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You was about to say something.
No, go ahead. You're good. You're good.
Okay, cool. So I was, before you actually logged in, I was talking to CC about this article that I was reading. They were just kind of talking about some of the music that you put out, but then there was also like some comparisons made.
Right.
And a lot of people were saying that you kind of resemble R. Kelly a lot, as far as like sound wise. So what
right.
What was what's your thought process behind that? And then also
I get that a lot.
Okay,
I get that. I get that a lot, and it just certain people we have that sound. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was doing music for a minute, and when I heard it sound, I was like, okay. When he first came out with the 12 play CD, and it kind of remind me of my sound. and I just fell in love with it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this cat here on point. So but I've been compared with him ever since I've been recording, man. So he's a great inspiration. Don't get it twisted, because he's a bad boy. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm quite sure he inspired a lot of artists. Talented. So everything he does, I listen to. You understand what I'm saying? I listen to it. You understand? So I got to know what I'm, where I'm headed. So yeah, definitely. It's, he's been a big motivation to me. Inspiration. As well as Gerald Levert, Teddy Pendergrass. You know what I'm saying? Charlie Wilson. All them cats, man. Keith Sweat. And just good music. Just and just take me somewhere. I love good music. It inspires me. You know what I'm saying? When I can just pop in some good music, and that's what when I get ready to write my songs and everything, and starting on a new project, I just put on new music from artists. I try to find out where they headed, what they're doing, and try to stay in the game, but I don't want to get too far off of what my creation of what I'm doing. I want to stay in the mix of Methrone, you understand, when I'm not taking myself out too far to loop, of what I do, you understand, because I don't want to lose my fans, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I listen to a lot of music, a lot of good music, and get inspired by it, you know what I'm saying? And keep me motivated,
Okay.
Especially with this R&B thing, I got to stay motivated, some good R&B, man. If I can listen to some good R&B and hear cats still doing some good R&B, man, it's okay, we still there,
Right.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, you must have been reading my mind, because everything that you were saying were questions that I was gonna ask you, which is crazy.
Yeah.
just like who are some of your influences? Because you from like the golden generation, so I was gonna ask you that, but you already got that down pat. And then as far as like new age, just trying to figure out how coming into this new era of music, you got a lot of people who are, it's categorized as R&B, but they not really singing, they're not really carrying a tune or harmonizing, right? So I was just gonna say, how you, but like I said, you got that. So I guess my next question would be, what are some positive things that you see in this new era of R&B? Like, what are some of the things that you just kind of pick up on and like, oh, okay, that's, you could see yourself doing that, you know what I mean? Something like in that realm.
Well, I hear a lot of good stuff, you know what I'm saying? The new generation that's doing R&B now, they got a lot of good, good sounds. You understand what I'm saying? I can hear the talent, and as far as the mixes, it's a whole different ball game in mixing. Song mixing they off the chain with it now. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I can hear the different tunes. I hear where they're going at. It's not like what the R&B that like I said, the soulful R&B that I do. You understand what I'm saying? It's not that, but I do pick up on a lot of good stuff that they're doing. You understand what I'm saying? And I take my hats off to them, man, because hey, they doing their thing, man. They making money, and hey, if you can do that and enjoy it and make the money, you winning, baby.
You winning.
So
that's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so how you gonna bring the R&B back? With that good feeling, love making music. What are some of the people that's gonna be on your new project?
Well, I'm still deciding on actually I'm still working on some tracks that I might possibly have some features on. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure, if I'm gonna get rappers or get, I want to get a female. I'm thinking about this female that I got in mind, and doing a duet with a female artist and and another male R&B artist. But the music is gonna be off the chain. The music is gonna be straight Methrone, baby making, feel good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be pop it in and let it roll.
That's right down my alley. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I love them good, freaking music. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna be just that. It's gonna be just that. And I did Scorpio, my CD Scorpio. I did. I released that. It was that last summer. Scorpio, and that it was hot CD. So yeah, I'm working on working on something new now, and it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
Dope. So earlier you mentioned that one of the reasons why you kind of took a break, had a bit of a hiatus from music as a whole, because of some of the legal battles that you were involved in with, I guess I'm assuming your label and some other, other personnel.
Right. Right.
Not wanting you to actually shed a light on that situation, but just kind of, want to see what you could bring to the table as far as change in the industry. So what would be one thing that you would like to see change in the music industry and kind of make things better for a lot of artists that are following the same path and trying to reinvent themselves and actually make a name for themselves and rebrand and strategize and things like that?
Right. Well, first, I think, I think radio need to be more open. There's a lot of good artists out here, a lot of good music that, what I'm saying, that don't get the radio scans that, and, I think radio need to be more open and more, open the playing list a little bit more for artists, what I'm saying, because it's so narrow and you got things in rotation and it's so political. Just what I see, I think it's just political that, you got the picks of what you want to play and, you got the same artists in rotation. I think, it's just, these artists like me, good artists that's out there that's doing, the same thing I'm doing, you just need that, that I think radio is a big help. If you can get them radios. Don't get me wrong now, the internet done changed a lot of things. Social media done changed the game a lot. You get a lot done on social media. So a lot of artists been doing their thing on social media. You got Southern Soul artists that, that's doing their thing. You go and they got sold out shows. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Without radio, but they do have their radio base, what I'm saying, and those certain cities, with the Southern Soul. But I just think, radio radio could open up more and play a lot of the artists that's on the shelf or just to the side. You got a lot of hot artists, man, with hot songs that you don't hear, and you pull them up on YouTube and like, damn, man, what is that? You're like what? And he's like, man, I want to hear this. I would love to hear this on the radio. You understand what I'm saying? So,
right.
I just think that, would be good if they can, if that can happen. What I'm saying? Hey, got to do what you got to do, man. You got to keep grinding. You got to use this social media to your advantage and stay in touch with your fans. So I try to, stay in touch as much as I can, and reach out as far as, continue to put good music out because I know what they're looking for, as far as, my music goes. And I try to stay real to my music, I try to stay true to R&B and not swift off. And sometimes when you swift off, it's hard to, to get that current to come back to land, you swift off and okay, you lost and, nobody want to hear you no more because you went somewhere else. And, so I try to stay in my lane. I try to stay, on that wave and
right.
continue to feed my fans, what I always fed them, good music, good R&B music, true R&B music. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I know, excuse me, I know your aunt was really, really critical in your music career. Actually both of your aunts. Are they still that main support system for you when it comes to, just keep you moving forward and making sure projects are in order and things like that?
Yeah, but they reach out to me a lot. But my aunt was playing the manager role. Right now, I don't, I'm not using a manager right now. I'm pretty much, use a road manager, when I'm on the road, we kind of take care of things. But as far as, the main management, I kind of take care of a lot of things myself. You understand what I'm saying? And, but yeah, I mean, we stay in touch. If you come up with some ideas and, and say, hey, you want to do this, you want to do that, I got this, I got that, so we still work, you understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, still real. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I love it. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
So who are some people you want to collab with in today's world, in today's music? You know.
You know what? It's if I would have to pick with the young generation, and I like, I really like, I like Jeremiah. I would love to do something with Jeremiah. If I have to do something, you know what I'm saying, I would love to do something with him. I think that'd be something hot. It's a few out there that I wouldn't mind. Understand what I'm saying? Getting with and say, okay, yeah, let's make this happen. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of talented kids out there now, man, that's doing their thing that's making moves and putting out some hot stuff. So um, yeah.
So, do you have any upcoming events, or are you doing anything, virtual?
You know what? No, I haven't been doing anything virtual. I kind of shut down for a minute,
Okay.
and I just started getting decided to book shows starting in December.
Okay.
So I'll be in Alberton, Georgia, December is that 12th? Yeah, December 12th. I'll be in Alberton, Georgia. That'll be my first show in December.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll be back rolling again in December. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Well, I look forward to that one. You gotta make
yeah.
sure you keep me posted.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll shoot you the info. Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah. So it's all good. Just at this time here, this pandemic we in, it's kind of put things on a hold. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything just hit at once, and it's
Right.
like, wow, I had shows lined up, and everything was getting ready to roll, and it's just like bam, it's like, oh man, this ain't looking good. So I got promoters calling me like, what you think? What you think? I'm like, I don't know. So it's just everything just shut down, man. Shows had to cancel shows, and I got shows, that they have to reschedule. So more than likely, all the shows that I had scheduled for this year, they have to, they're going to try to reschedule them next year sometime. So
Okay.
Okay.
try to keep it rolling. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
For sure.
2020
For sure.
has been a year, but
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely. So
yeah.
I usually ask this question in the beginning of the interview, but you're a well-established artist, so it wouldn't make sense for me to start off that way. But just kind of rattling around in my brain for people like me who weren't fortunate enough to hear you when you were, first out there, and that are of a younger generation, and are watching this interview. What what song, other than the songs that you're known for, like what song could you send to them to be like, hey, this is a best kept secret right here. Like this is slept on, but this is a fire song. Something that kind of can give us more, more insight as to who you are as an artist, and things that somewhere that pretty much somewhere where someone can start off and vibe off your music and then can explore
Right.
further from there.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? All I can say is just pull up the Scorpio CD.
Okay.
Pull up the Scorpio CD and just let it roll and just start picking.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So you don't have a favorite one off of that one?
You know what? It's a few favorites I have. The Sex Noise.
Okay.
I got Sex Noise is one of them. I Promise is another one. Someone Else is another one. Another hot one on there. Panties Off
Oh,
is another one.
all them songs
Yeah.
sound real. Just the
Yeah.
name is like intruding. Like, what?
yeah, yeah. So you check them out. You check them out, and yeah, you hear it. It's hot. It's hot.
I got
Perfect.
you.
It's the Scorpio CD, Methrone Scorpio.
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
gonna go listen to that whole CD tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
about
Yeah.
to
Do that. Yeah. Yeah.
add
Yeah.
it to
Yeah. Yeah.
my library.
Because, but besides music, what is one hobby of yours? Like, what do you do on your spare time?
I like to cook.
Oh,
Yeah. 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 I do a lot of cooking. barbecue. I smoke meat. So that's another passion of mine is getting in the kitchen and whipping it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got one more question for you before Mickey Monday go. What has been the biggest challenge you had, like behind the scenes in the music industry?
The biggest challenge I would say that I had is I think it would be it's more so of the people that you have around you. You know what I'm saying? And um the trust. You know what I'm saying? Having that trust. You know what I'm saying? Because you can trust people so much, and then um you depend on them. You know what I'm saying? You depend on them because at that time when I'm new in the game. You know what I'm saying? You're new in the game, and you're looking for that guidance. And my biggest challenge was just trying to, I didn't have a problem keeping myself grounded. I'm always grounded, was always down there. It's just that keeping, saying, trusting somebody. You're trusting people that was around me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I got took for a ride. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, everything else was good. I've been fans, the shows, me doing music, that's all great. It's just that, when it comes down to business and when the money gets involved, that became a challenge to me, because a lot of issues started to take place and, this and that, and, and yeah, so you learn, so that the experience is the best teacher. You understand what I'm saying? So, you hear a lot of people say, well, I want to learn about music industry. Well, you got to get into it. Once you get into it and you experience it, that's going to be your best teacher.
There you go. There you have it. Definitely.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So right now I'm looking I think I'm gonna start working with an artist and kind of getting them ready, schooling them and making sure that they didn't make the same mistakes that I made, and getting them on position and some to get in this business and do what they like to do and not have to worry about all the different different things that I had to worry about. So exactly. Of course problems gonna come, but when you got somebody to guide you, you got somebody that knows and that got your back. You understand what I'm saying? That helps out a lot. Versus when you around a lot of people that you really don't know. And you put your trust in them and and bam.
Have a big support system and a trustful team. So everybody need that.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's important. That's important.
Definitely. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, given everything that you just mentioned, and you kind of just gave us a small window into what you've experienced as an artist and kind of what you've been dealing with up until this point. Can you provide like some positive words, something that'll, kind of direct aspiring artists in the right way when it comes to, pursuing their passion and following their dreams and, wanting to be a musician or a singer-songwriter in the music industry?
Yeah. Well, the first thing is that you can do a lot of stuff by yourself now. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're in the position now, and there's so many platforms now that you have. You can put your music out yourself, you can record yourself. I mean, you can go to a studio, but a lot of things you can handle yourself, so you don't have to worry about. You understand that middleman or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you it's not hard. You just the thing is you just have to believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself enough, and you push yourself enough, you understand what I'm saying? You're hungry enough, you're gonna make it happen. So because everything is there now. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that we have access to that we didn't have when I started.
Right.
I wasn't able to go and say, I want to put my own CD out, and I'm, put it,
Mm-hmm.
digitally, you know what I'm saying? Because everything is digital now, you understand what I'm saying? So you put it out, iTunes and everything, so everybody have access to iTunes, Spotify. Your music is, get access to a lot of different platforms now that, we didn't have back then. So you don't have to depend on radio,
Mm-hmm.
so, yeah, so, just keep doing your thing, keep recording and put it out. It's there. Everything is there. Record, put it out. You got cats that shoot videos now, for, cheap, good videos.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like they used to be now. When I was doing videos, video cost $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $400,000, $10 million, $1 million for a video. Not no more. Yeah. So, and so you have access to, everything now. So I just, my thing is just do your music and put it out, keep pushing it, pushing. If you can get help, you know what I'm saying? You can get help to help you push it, then that's cool. That's even more better, but do it. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't have to sit back and, I mean, you get discouraged, a lot of things will get you discouraged, but, you just have to know, you have to be confident in yourself as an artist. You understand what I'm saying? When you can break through the walls, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been there, don't nothing phase you, because what, you're going to run to that, you're going to hear that, you're going to, it is what it is. I'm going to do my music. I'm going to let my fans hear it,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for those motivational words.
True gems.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So we talked about challenges. Tell us one of your biggest accomplishments.
My biggest accomplishment, well, I just putting out that first CD. When I put that first CD out, and my video hit Midnight Love, and my songs was all over the radio. That was one of my biggest accomplishments to me. You understand what I'm saying? I was able to, meet a lot of people. I was able to do shows everywhere, and on billboards. So that was a moment, saying that I would never forget. That was all that would always play in my mind. That hey, boy from Plant City, Florida. I might have not been the biggest artist, but hey, I did it.
Yes.
I had a song that was hot. That was a CD, the whole CD actually. So yeah.
Okay. But before we go into trivia, Mickey Monday, you got any other questions?
No, I mean, it's crazy because, like I said, we must be on the same frequency or something. Because every time I have a question, like I have questions written down, and as you're talking, you like crossing them off for me. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
By now, time is limited.
Oh,
We got 2 trivia questions for you. So mine is, what's the most useless talent you have?
The most useless talent that I have. Oh, what is it? Oh man, what's the most useless talent that I have? I don't know. You got me with that one. I'm trying to think. I don't know, baby. Damn. I could. Well, maybe I need to open my own restaurant or something. I don't know. Maybe that's. I don't know. I don't know.
You got any like bar tricks?
Well, there's just a lot of talents, but I put them all to use. A lot of the main ones I put to use.
I got you.
So my trivia question is, what's the worst thing you've done as a child and got away with?
I set what did I do? I set some bushes on fire. I set some bushes on fire beside some railroad tracks and between somebody's house. And it got bad. It got bad. And went home and nobody never found out. Nobody never found out till then.
Statute of limitations ran out, so you good.
Well, before we get off, tell everybody where they can follow you.
Well, you can follow me at Methrone Music, Facebook, Methrone Music, Methrone the Baby Maker. That's Methrone DA Maker. It's MAKA. And I'm also on Twitter at Methrone Music, IG at Methrone Music, or at Methrone, just straight Methrone. Yep.
And you just had to add that baby maker to it, because that's what it's all about over there, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I got you. Well, I want to say thanks for interviewing with us today. It was a pleasure speaking with you. Stay on your grind, the motivation. Can't wait for your new project to come out. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah. I'm gonna listen to that album right now. As soon as I get
do
out
that. You gotta hear that Scorpio. You gotta run that Scorpio. I'm telling you, for real.
Okay.
And I keep you posted on that Alberton date.
Okay. I definitely.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you, what you said.
Yeah, I was just, gonna say thank you, for being a part of this experience. Definitely a vet in the game, and it's a pleasure to, sit here and interview you, and the vibe is dope. The vibe is dope, the vibe is right, you know what I'm saying? Nothing but positive energy coming from you. And I can respect that because it's a lot of people that have been in this game for this long, and they just have a certain persona of themselves. So, to be able to just chop it up with you and have a good time, that's definitely humbling.
It's all good, man. Ain't nothing but love, baby. Ain't nothing but love. Oh yeah.
Hey, can you just hit that note one more time for me, though? Can you just hit that note one more time for me? I need that. Just hit it one more time.
Me and you chilling in my bedroom, babe, all alone, so we can get real freaky, babe. I'll touch your body to warn you that the time is now. Now I'm gonna love you like you never been loved, babe. So lay real still and don't you move. It will be me, you together, rolling in the bed, hiding in the covers, loving each other for life, babe. Loving each other for life, babe.
Woo! I take that look. You see me sweating over here? Woo!
I see. It's all good.
But definitely thank you. And I would love for you to be in the magazine also. So I'll get you up about being in the magazine. So
okay, that's cool. Sounds good.
Perfect.
Okay. All right.
Well, thank you. Have a blessed Tuesday. Be safe.
All right, y'all do the same. It's been real. Y'all be safe. All right. Thank y'all.
You as too.
All right.
Take care.
Boy, what you know? Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you know? Rufus, boy, let me love, boy, what you know? Rufus, boy, let me love. Go to